If you want to know real fear, watch your sister 7 months pregnant step out across black ice. It's dark. A brimmed up couple of shopping bags are straining her arms to the street in bow bends. She's got a leash looped around her wrist, and at the end of it, there's a 200-pound male German shepherd who hates little white dogs. And the one specific little white dog who he hates more than anything else in the world is coming around the corner. Kid. Because everyone has the right to know where they're from, I'm going to tell you that for the past 9 months you've been coming to us bound up in that fear. Imagining what you could do to my sister's life has been like waiting behind soundproof glass while she dangled innocent fingers to the jaws of a dreaming pipe bomb. But tonight, when everyone, even the kitchen lamps, even the April-washed cherry branches and the satellites all seem to swagger and brag, and the dark cars that motor past our home become cigars given away by the joy curled tight to the heart of our humble lawn, tonight, when we expect you, any doubt that could be stacked against your existence is garbage. Seriously, disbelievers. If someone wants to start a war with me tonight, all they have to say is they think my sister won't handle it. Please, this night is faith. So watch her be a single mom, start up a business, pay for a house on triple mortgage, get so busy her knuckles wear flat from repeatedly wrapping the tops of courier cars to send them speeding with the announcement that she will definitely be the first human being to escape the biological stumbling block of sleep. Do you want to see her like beat up a shark? She will do that for you. And even if that's a few points beyond what's possible, this is the tenor of things we must believe in tonight, kid. We take your existence as a rallying point to prove our miraculous nature as family. Take your grandmother, for instance. Your grandmother is amazing at moving furniture. Okay, I know this doesn't sound like much of a superpower, but you have to imagine a woman in her 50s, 5'6", librarian school graduate. Growing up, I could have picked her out of any lineup by the immaculate collared shirt she kept poking prim beneath her sweaters, but when it comes to moving furniture, your grandmother just asks, "Where would you like this?" And then her muscles pop. The bookcase levitates and leaps across the living room to skid to a stop bare inches before battering the wall down to the neighbors. And then there's your grandmother, all nonchalant, standing next to a small pile of wool from where her biceps have exploded through her cardigan. And you're definitely gonna like your grandfather, even though he is a bit of a worrier. During the pregnancy, he tried to control himself, just a piddling 3 calls a day to each of us. 4 if something scary happened, like it was raining. I'll admit that your mother and I tried to hand it back to him. We started calling him 3 times a day to say, "Dad, I'm worried. Are you worried?" No? Well, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I'm walking down the street, and there's a slight chance that my shoelace could come undone. And if it comes undone, then it follows that I could trip. And if I trip, I could easily fall into a bike rack, get my neck wedged between the wheels and the gear chain of a BMX, and then choke until I die. This totally backfired when we started to think that deep down we were covering for something actually having gone wrong. So he started calling us 5 times a day just to be sure, just because that's how his heart works. As for me, there's not much you need to know other than the fact that I am practically responsible for your existence. One night in Calgary, I told my friends, "Man, I wish my sister would hurry up and get pregnant soon. I want to be an aunt." And lo, that was the night my dad called to say, "I'm worried. I probably shouldn't tell you this, but there is a bun." The night I found out I was going to be an aunt, I moved my head so gingerly. Made sure not to send out bad thoughts to anything or anyone. Did my best to dream of like flopsy-eared bunny rabbits wearing sweater vests made out of marshmallows and rainbows, just in case I, had the power. And tonight, as we expect you, it seems imperative that we have this power to make the world the exact mirror of our excitement. But look at us. How could you doubt it? You've turned us into tail waggers. Just throw us the ball. Throw us the ball. And you are the bright shape bouncing feet ahead of us. We track you through the bursting fields. We have our keenest ears pressed to the racing outline of everything you can become. None of us can know how to make this look easy, and yet we are tough and sunset. We are breath gentle for you and up for the testing. You have become so wanted because you are the embodiment of that human thing that allows us to bend reality to the fond whims exacted by our care. Tonight, when it seems impossible that anyone can hear anything but what our family has to say to itself, You become our affirmation of the ultimate decency of this world. No pressure. Kid, your name is Julian. Your mother is holding you, and I have never seen her so gentle. Her mascara is leaping down to water cheekbones that are budding wild bouquets for you in such a bewilderment of first love. This is where you come from. Some mysterious place where you were invested with the talent of taking our fear and trading it for this growing steel through which our family sings and sings of how you are so much more than we expected.